Whew! Welcome, fellow dreamers.
It's, house tour time? Again?
Yeah, it is indeed house tour time. Maybe come a rant time later. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for that right now. But yeah, here's what we've done with the place.
And this is probably the only time we're going to allow you in our house, so enjoy the view.
But yeah, we got a living room, we got furniture.
We have a kitchen, look at all that. Got a table, kind of blocking the table. There's the table.
And that's not the only thing. Refurbishments for the house isn't the only thing we picked up.
We also picked up cat costumes.
Yep. Hello Kitty and Choco Cat.
Mimi and Momo eat our hearts out.
Perhaps we should start producing our own skits so we can show people how a healthy relationship works.
Newsflash, you don't have to be abusive to each other to be entertaining.
Exactly. Anywho, speaking of therapy cats, yeah.
Two cats in the yard, life used to be so hard.
Today we would like to discuss Reborn Dolls.
Come hold the baby.
Hi, how are you? Alright, no, seriously, we're gonna get out of these cat costumes and we're gonna talk about this for real. Okay, so we've been seeing a lot of videos going around about the Reborn Doll community. And, we were gonna kinda stay out of it, but, out of the Reborn drama, because, I mean, Reborn Dolls aren't really our thing, but, some stuff is really starting to get out of hand. And yeah, like you can tell I'm annoyed by the way I'm pausing, but I want to start off by saying that we are not, like Ready to Glare's video kind of like did it in for us. Like we have to talk about this now, we can't ignore it anymore. But I'd like to start off by saying we are probably not, okay, we're definitely not going to take the stance on the Reborn Dolls you're probably expecting when you see the title Reborn Rant. But, you know, neither of us have ever been one to, take the side of everybody else. I've especially never been the normal type.
Evelyn.
No, it's okay. I say that with pride. I say that, for once I say that with pride. That I am not normal. I am not like everybody else. And you know what? I'm glad I'm not like everybody else. I'm glad I don't fit into society. And, you know, same goes for you, Adama. I'm glad you're not like all the other men out there. I'm glad you're you. I'm glad that I'm me. I'm glad that we're not like every other couple. I'm glad that we're uniquely us. I'm proud of who we are. And there's nothing wrong with being different. In fact, if people like Ready to Glare are considered normal, then I don't want to be normal. I've spent all of my life trying to be normal, trying to play along, trying to mute myself to make other people comfortable. And, you know, sometimes I do still fall into that trap, and Adama does have to help me out of it. I don't want to be normal. I don't want to be normal. I don't want to seek other people's approval. I don't want to care what other people think of me. I just want to be me. I just want to live my life.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Now, back into where this rant comes in. I think that, again, we have brought this up many times, that as long as people aren't hurting anybody, they should be allowed to live their lives. And, you know, just, my dad has this motto, treat people the way you want to be treated, and leave them the fuck alone. I mean, like, I don't... If you don't know what a Reborn Doll is, it's basically a really hyper-realistic baby doll. and they are often used as therapy dolls. Mostly for people who are grieving a loss of a baby. Yeah, like pretty much that. Usually that's the biggest one. Though people have also reported using them for anxiety. People have reported, giving them to Alzheimer's patients. And even though, neither me or Dami have personally had reborn dolls or baby dolls, because babies kind of aren't really our thing, like human babies. We have used toys for, therapeutic purposes in the past, as it does give us a sense of control.
Like the Funko Pops and the dollhouse here that we have now.
Yeah, it's fun, aesthetic, and it does give us an escape from when the world gets just a bit too horrible for us to handle, and kind of just gives us a little bubble, kind of like a grid, like a crystal grid, but I mean, it's still kind of a grid because vinyl is a type of clay and it does have healing properties. Hence why a lot of reborn dolls and even Labubus are used in therapy to make people feel better. Same with silicone. Silicone is actually found in most quartz crystals. And I tend to prefer plastic toys over plushies, but I do like to take certain Funko Pops out and just kind of run my finger over the sculpt. Like, we both like to run our fingers over the sculpt texture because it is soothing, and admire the artwork. Apparently a lot of people do this with vinyl records too, so there's that. And I personally am also no stranger to therapy dolls, because when I had real crippling anxiety, something that would really help me was my American Girl dolls. I would do their hair, I would dress them, and it gave me a sense of routine, and it helped calm me down. But, I did, if you don't know some of our older videos, we did used to do the aesthetic thing with the Labubus, two Labubus we had. And, when we were worried about the whole calico critter fiasco, and plus the Labubus were starting to really drop in popularity, we swapped them out for different artwork, different toy figures.
And then Funko had this really cool Pop Yourself feature for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so we were able to make personalized customs of ourselves. How cool is that? Anywho, the point is, we are no strangers to therapy toys. Especially if you're somebody that's on the spectrum like I am, really having something textured to run your fingers over is calming and soothing. This one, like these Funkos here, they have a lot of ridges in their hair. This one right here is a particular favorite because the ridges in her dress and the pattern on her bow. And another one, I just got this one. I don't even know if I showed this one on camera.
We showed it in the Arcane video.
But yeah, it's a little scorpion. Scorpio. I like to run my hand over his tail. There's a chain on his tail. And it's the same with the Jinx Funko. I like to run my hand over her braids. And that's not the only one though. Sometimes a crystal helps too, but point being, we are familiar with therapy toys. And to see people that are taking comfort in taking care of a baby doll getting so harshly ridiculed when we've been down that road, we know and understand why they're doing it. It's just, like, why the fuck do you care, first of all? Like, why in the hell do you actually fucking care? Like, just let them play with their doll. They're not hurting anybody. They're just trying to manage their anxiety. Just leave them the fuck alone. I mean, this is, like, one of the rare instances that I would use the phrase, if you don't like, don't watch, because this,
I mean, to be fair, though, while that doesn't apply to valid criticism, these people are not giving valid criticism, they're just being assholes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're just being judgmental, and it's just kind of, like, you're not telling somebody, oh, hey, maybe editing the video this way would make it more realistic, or maybe, I don't know, you could do that, like, you could, put the camera on this setting and it would look better. Okay, yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that are coming on here and going, why do you feel the need to have a baby doll and pretend it's real? Like, that's not constructive, that is destructive, and you know it. And, you know, again, while we don't have any personal experience with the Reborn Dolls as a whole, we have used dolls as therapy in the past, we've used plushies as therapy, and we use Funko Pops as therapy and other action figures. Oh yeah, that's another one. I have, I think I have it over here, actually. Let's see. Where is... Oh, well, here's one of them. This is one of my Harley Quinn action figures. She has a lot of articulation, and sometimes I will fidget with her. So, yeah. Action figures help too. And it's just kind of... I don't know. I mean, people are over here going, me, overconsumption. I mean, again, like, why do you care? Like, just why the fuck do you care? And don't say it's because the plastic's going to end up in the landfill, because, again, plastic, we've mentioned this before, but plastic's whole gimmick is that it can be recycled. So I don't even want to hear that shit. Two, you know, when people buy things, they don't really plan on throwing them out. So I really don't know why the fuck you're saying that it's going to end up in the landfill. Because we still have our little boo-boos, even though we don't film with them anymore.
They're cute.
Yeah, they are. They're just kind of over here in the bed now. But, you know, one thing is that Ready to Glare, in particular, was harping on this one girl that would film videos saying she had to get up in the middle of the night and feed the baby. And she's over here going, this is concerning. And I'm like, bitch, do not try to act like you actually give a damn about these people's, about anybody's well-being but your own. First of all. Secondly, you know, again, these dolls are used for therapy. Did you ever stop, as somebody who's been through trauma and has dealt with trauma-induced insomnia, and somebody who knows that a lot of these dolls are used to heal trauma, did you ever stop to think that maybe this poor woman is having a hard time sleeping at night because of whatever trauma she endured, whether that be, you know, maybe she lost her baby in a very tragic way, or maybe something else bad happened to her that she doesn't owe you an explanation on. Did you ever stop to think that this woman, because of whatever trauma made her need to have a therapy doll, she can't get to sleep at night, or she maybe woke up from a bad nightmare, and the only thing that's going to calm her ass down enough to get back to sleep is playing house with this doll, because it's a distraction? Like, did you ever stop to think about that? No, because you don't have any feelings, and you just, all you want to do is tear people down that need help. So, and you know, they can't get it from a therapist because therapists suck. Anyways, yeah, that was basically my rant. Yeah, I've seen like a lot of people. Now, while I don't agree with them feeding these Reborn Dolls actual baby formula, because, you know, there's apparently a shortage on it.
Don't your tatas naturally produce that?
Yeah, actually, so, I don't know. I don't know why there's a shortage, but, regardless. I mean, there can't be that many people out there that can't actually produce it. Like, anyways, what was I saying about the formula? Right, I don't agree with it for that reason, and I don't agree with it for, you know, it's just a big-ass mess, and you're going to ruin your expensive doll by putting actual milk into it. Like, while I don't agree with that, I really do not approve also of the comments that come on to say, well, the real mothers need the formula. Okay, if you're dealing with somebody that just lost a baby, or they have maybe it's infertility. If you're dealing with somebody that has infertility, or they had a miscarriage, or whatever like that, did you ever stop to think what's coming on there and saying real mothers need this? What that's going to do to the person who's already struggling mentally? Like, I don't know. Just, people just don't think at all anymore. Like, I don't know what kind of world we live in where people have just gotten so fucking cruel. You know?
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, I think that was basically the only rant I had, really. This just goes back into, I don't know. I just, you know, a lot of people have brought up the misogyny argument, too, because they said, well, they let men play with Legos and all that, and they don't ridicule them. They actually do ridicule them.
I can't begin to count how many Reddit stories we've gone over where a man will have Legos, or they will have, like a rag doll or something, or like Transformers toys, and the in-law will say, or the mother-in-law and the wife will get together and try to throw it out because it's not very masculine.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's not just, no, I mean, it just goes back into, why can't you just let people live and do what makes them happy and have fucking hobbies? And
it has to be a control thing. Like, I don't know.
I mean, even then that doesn't make any sense, because why in the flying fuck are you trying to control strangers you don't even know? Not that you should be controlling people you do know, but why are you trying to control the hobbies of somebody else that aren't hurting anybody? You know, like, why is it even any of your damn business? Like, if, I don't know, just rant over, I just kind of, sometimes the callousness of the world just gets too much, and I need to vent about it a little bit, and, I don't know, I felt like I needed to stand up for those who, you know, have already been beaten down by the world to the point where they need therapy dolls. So yeah, if you enjoyed that rant, be sure to like, comment,
subscribe for Two Spirit Pride. Pride Month is coming up, after all. If you're watching this on YouTube, and follow for Two Spirit Pride if you're watching this on TikTok. And back on over to YouTube, don't forget to click the little bell and join our Patreon. We just changed the art, but we're still not posting anything there until we get some members, because we're not pouring a bunch of effort into a video for free that nobody will see. So yeah.
Yep, all that good stuff. And until next time, fellow dreamers,
bye!